if you aren't already incorporating what I'm about to show you in this video in your coaching, consultant, course, agency, or growth operating business, because you don't understand the key in making your business sustainable, but also leveraging the exact business model that will allow you to scale from 10 to 50 to 100K months plus. And this is the exact way that I'm doing it myself. Now, let me introduce to you these two buildings. Okay, for some reason it's missing an A, but this is a building A to B. And just imagine they're actually connected, right? Person one over here does a done with you offer. They do a coaching, a consultant offer, while the other person does an agency or growth partner. They do everything for the other business that they're working with. And so, what I'm trying to get at is to travel from one building to the other. The mechanism and the rope, the tightrope that you use is absolutely important. Another example is like imagine going from one country or one state to the other, and you're driving in a horrible Honda Civic Honda Civics are actually quite reliable, but you're driving in an unreliable Honda, if that even exists, compared to someone who's driving in a McLaren or a Ferrari or a Crown if you're into JDMs, right? You will never pick the Honda, right? Because the vehicle that you pick to get from destination A to B is just so important, because the efficiency and the amount of hard work that you have to go through. Maybe your car breaks down, you have to call your car guy, your tire guy, to come there and change your tires, or maybe something overheated. Compared to the other person who's just relaxing, they're using leverage because they understand that the vehicle that they're traveling in is absolutely important and will absolutely change whether or not their experience going from their start position to the end destination will be different, right? These are two different journeys with the same outcome. The first person might not even make it. Okay. So right now you're probably leveraging either the consulting and coaching model, so the done with you model, or the agency and growth partner model, the done for you model. So going on to the coaching consultant model, the done with you model, there's a high leverage. You're not taking much risk because people are just going to you for information. All you have to do is share your information in the form of a course, in the form of group coaching, in the form of one-on-one coaching, where you have videos, you have modules that people can go through. There is so much leverage, and it reduces the risk on whether or not your clients get the result, because, well, all they have to do is consume your content, they speak with you, and whether or not they actually follow what you say is dependent on them. And so the risk is not yours, which is great. The next thing is that there's less demand for clients. Less of your clients actually demand you. They're not talking to you on WhatsApp or your Slack or your Discord, demanding a bunch of questions and demanding a bunch of results, which you may not be able to deliver because it's up to them. You've already given them the infrastructure, the systems that they have to implement, but all they have to do is implement, right? The results confidence is, however, 50%. This is where it lacks because you're relying on someone's effort to fulfill the other 50% so that they can get the result. Your client results may suffer. And as a result, what you can charge is 2 to 4 figures per month, like a school community, a low ticket school, a monthly coaching offer, or a one time paid in full. Obviously, you can break that down if you find unqualified people, but that's the payment structure. Now, going on to the agency and growth partner, it's great. It's obviously a really good start. You're going to make some quick cash. However, let me tell you why it has less leverage. The reason why it has less leverage is because you are doing everything for your clients. You're doing short form content. You're implementing AI systems that, they're just chilling in the background while you're doing all this work delivering for them in a due date, right? You might be setting for them. You might be hiring or placing A players into their team, or there are subscription bonuses that you have. And so, what is difficult about the agency model is that it's so demanding. There is so much risk at play because your clients are expecting you to deliver results. They are asking you, demanding you, when is this video done? Hey, Matt, I've just sent you this video. I want you to get it done within 2 days because I paid you 3 to 5 figures recurring every month. So do your job, Matt. And it's absolutely annoying. I understand how you feel. And so the results are Are they good though? Because obviously you are controlling them. You are controlling the quality of the AI software that you're making. You're controlling the quality of the short form content. You're controlling the setting, the amount of booked calls, and it's up to your skill. But that also has a lot of risk, especially if you're really bad at fulfillment. So after wondering, I was both a coach, I was both an agency owner, and I was wondering, like, why can I not just combine both? Because the done with you offer, the limitation is that people come in for coaching for 1 to 2 to 4 months, even 6 months, and after that they leave. There's no retention of your clients. Although the equilibrium in purchasing power, of your audience and the offer that you can give them is great, is really well balanced. People can actually afford coaching compared to obviously a 3 or 5 figure monthly recurring retainer. But the difficult thing about the coaching consultant business is that after a set period of time, people will leave. People will not need your services anymore. And so the agency model is needed. And so this is what I came up with. Okay. And I'm not saying this was my own system. This is a system that I have come across after paying too much money with mentors and experimenting it myself, and also realizing that it creates even more leverage when you combine both these models. It just makes sense, and let me tell you why. So first of all, it's called the hybrid consultant model. It combines a done with you model plus 1 or 2 done for you. So combining some of the coaching, some of the consulting mainly, and you have some done for you aspects to have some quality control and ensure that there is a back end retainer so you can keep making money. And so these coaches that you see online, they might be making 100K months, but you're wondering the month after, they're probably stressing to find their next client. There is no back end monthly retainer where people actually want to stay and stick on board with them. So, first of all, there's way higher leverage. People will see your offer. Not only is it coaching, consultant, but there are done for you offers that you are giving away to ensure that there is high quality results that they are getting. And so it reduces the risk still because it's leveraging the consultant model. There's less demanding clients because there are some done for you aspects and majorly done with you, right? And so the results are dependent on the client still, but you control the results. It's still 50%. If anything, it's closer to 60% or 70%, depending on how much done for you do for them. But the important thing is that you add a done for you aspect, which will actually help and improve your processes and help and improve your client results. Okay. So this will allow you to charge a 4 to 5 figure upfront fee for a 4 month, 6 month package, for example, plus a retainer after it's finished so that you retain these clients on the back end and you still have revenue on the back end. And for those who don't know what back end and front end means, the back end revenue, essentially what that means is money that you make from your current pre-existing clients or previous clients. Front end is new money coming in when you're obviously trying to market yourself, trying to sell to your audience who haven't bought from you before. So that's the difference between front end and back end. So it's still leveraging one-on-one coaching, also group coaching or community coaching, which is good, but it just has less client results or less quality of client results, in my opinion. And the next thing is that you want to add done for you, either hiring and training, for example, for VA, for editors, for setters. If you're a consultant within the business space or you're an agency within this space where people actually need editors or setters. But if you're in a completely different space, let's say you're doing short form, you do short form for your content, for your short form content for your clients. Maybe per month, you ensure that the editors that you're hiring for them edit 20 or 30 videos for them. They also implement AI or software automations to make their lives easier, which makes scripts for them. That's done for you. Okay, that's done for you aspect that you can add. It makes the stories for them as well. What exactly is the best copy and the highest leveraging and the highest nurturing stories that you can make, and long form content as well. Or use AI and software automations to do repetitive tasks. Send openers in the DMs. We have a software sending 50 DMs per day per account. With the software, it's so much leverage, and all my setter has to do is just reply to those DMs, and all my clients get access to that. So simple. And so if you're a coach, let's say you're a fitness coach, okay? I quite like using the example of fitness coaches. What I've told them, and this is some mad sauce for you, is to add meal prep plans where every single month your clients are able to get 7 packaged meals a week. So in a month, that's 28 meals. Okay. And if you want to upsell them even more, you can make that 3 meals a day. Okay. And make that a monthly retainer of 1 to 2K. Super easy. Send them gear, send them accessories, send them gifts every time they hit a milestone. The moment that they onboard with you, imagine if they got a pair of weights or accessories or a WOP the moment they worked with you, the moment they signed up. They get instant gratification. Another idea is a plaque. Have you seen consulting.com? Every time people hit a milestone in their business, a obviously financial milestone, they get a plaque which says the 2 comma club. That's absolutely awesome. What an insanely great idea. And so you can do the same. Leverage the hybrid consulting model, and you'll have access to so much leverage in your business, and you just have an easier time. There is no easier way for me to put this for you. But personally, right now, this is what I think is the best model for coaches, for consultants, for agency owners, growth partners, and people in this space using Instagram as a means of making money or service based businesses. Hope you enjoyed this video. All the best, and I'll catch you later.